Shot number 5, we've made it to the green. Now, like I said, with shot number 4, combined with this shot here, they are the faster 2 ways to really dramatically reduce your scores, reduce your handicaps. More importantly, is holing more putts from here to here. You're going to hold pretty much all of them. But as you get a little bit further away, that percentage is going to drop. And I know that most people don't hole enough putts from here. Holing more putts from 6 feet and in will reduce your score. Whether it be you've hit it to 6 feet because you've got one for birdie, or you've chipped it to save your pars, save your bogeys, and keep the score ticking over. These putts are a must to hole, and also then start to increase the confidence. Confidence flows across the whole game from that point. So what is it that we've got to do to really start to hole more of these? Number 1, the first thing we've got to do is decide how hard we're going to hit it. Most people look at it the other way and they're thinking about the line and where it's going to break, but that's going to vary depending on your speed. If the putt breaks with any real severity, the harder you hit it, the less it's going to break. The slower you hit it, the more it'll break. So you've got to decide, are you going to dive it into the hole, or are you going to try and get it in towards the back of the cup, knowing that that speed might take it 2 feet past the hole if you don't pick the right line or start it on the right line. But that's the first question you've got to answer. You've got to answer the question, how hard am I going to hit it? From there, then you can look for your line. And then once you've picked your line, the most important piece of the puzzle is this: the face. It's 95% responsible for where you start the golf ball. So you've got to aim it in the place that you intend to. You've chosen your speed, you picked your line. Then you've got to make sure you aim this in the right spot, because if you don't, the decisions you've made in 1 and 2, they don't count, because that's not going to really give you the opportunity to hole the putt. So let's go through how we would aim the face and go through everything else we need to make sure we do to hole these. So I'm going to hit 2 putts. I'm going to hit one with a little bit more pace than the other. So I'm going to try and get one a little bit more dead weight, hit one with a little bit more positivity. So if it doesn't go in, it goes maybe 18 inches to 2 feet by the hole. Okay, so your routine then becomes important. So we know we can mark our ball. Now, you might draw a line on the ball, you may not. I think if you draw the line, what it does is it gives you a great indication of how the face has interacted with the golf ball. If that ball rolls end over end, you've pretty much started it where you've chosen it. So then it's a case of, if I've got the speed right, but it's gone past the hole, then I've got my line a little bit off. If I've got my speed wrong and it goes across the front of the hole, then you know you've started it where you intended. So you've made the right choice on where you've lined the ball and then set your face up to. So I'm going to use the logo that they've got on the side of the golf ball here with the little arrows. And this putt should break a fraction from the left-hand side. This is going to move a little bit from the left side, so I only want it to be at this speed, maybe a cup outside the left edge. So I'm happy with that. Once you're happy with that, take your coin away. Now what you've got to do is you've got to create a right angle between the center of the face and that line. So you've got 2 right angles, one on the inside, one on the outside. If your putter has a line on the top of the face, use that line to go across through the line on your golf ball. Set the face first. Pop that in there. Now from here you can build your stance. I see too many people coming in and they get the stance and then they try and get the face around it. The stance is not as important. It doesn't really matter whether you stand this way or that way, as long as the face is aimed and we get the face going through in the right place. So we're going to aim the face. I'm aiming the line on the back of the putter through the logo on the top of the golf ball. Now I'm happy. Now I'm going to take my setup. So notice how the putter face is more to the center of my stance and the ball is a fraction forward. That's going to help me ever so slightly hit the ball a fraction on the up. The putter face, the sternum, that's going to be the bottom of the stroke, and then the putter's going to move upwards a little bit. The ball's sitting in a fraction of a depression, so that little bit of an upward movement is going to lift it a fraction and get the ball rolling nicely. So I've got my face, I've got my stance, I've taken my grip, I'm gripping a little bit firmer in the left hand for me as a right-handed player, because that's my direction. My right hand is my feel, so that's going to be a little softer. I'm going to enjoy looking at the hole, because that's the task. See, too many people stare at the ball, glance at the hole, stare at the ball. You only need to glance at the ball, so I want to stare at the target. I want to see in my mind a line of the ball rolling down and into the hole. So my follow through, if I was just to raise the putter here, it's going to be shorter back, because I've only got a 6-footer, and then through. If I go long back and short through, then I'm slowing down at the point of impact. I don't know if it's got enough speed to get to the hole. So nothing worse than hitting a putt, it comes up short right on line. So we want to make sure, even though it wants this to be a little bit more dead weight, I want to make sure that it's got the speed to get to the hole. So I'm going to be positive. So there's the speed of sort of dying it in, and notice it wasn't teetering on the edge and falling in. It's still got the rolling speed of going in. So if we then look at the option of going with a little bit more speed, so the line of this putt then is going to be much straighter out of the hole. It's not going to have that little movement. Now what I want you to imagine is the tee peg in the back of the cup, just like that. This is going to have more speed, so the idea is to hit the tee peg into the soil. If you hit the tee peg into the soil, or the image of that, then you know the ball is in as you go through. So with that in mind, set the face, build the stance, take the grip, nice long look at the hole, back to the ball and go. So notice more speed, hits the tee peg, and in she goes. So when we go through that routine, that's going to give you the best opportunity of aiming this on the line you've selected, which you've selected knowing how fast you're going to hit the putt. From there, being positive and not slowing down, and negative, not wanting to hit the ball too far past if you miss, becomes absolutely crucial. So guys, there you have it. They are, for me, the 5 most important shots that you're going to play in your golf game. If you can improve at each of those steps, you're definitely going to see a dramatic change in how you score. Your handicap will drop. More importantly, your enjoyment will rise. As always, thanks for watching. Post your comments in the box below. Love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear if you have got any different ideas on what shots are important to you. This is my opinion that will help you guys score better. Individually, you might find that you struggle with another shot, so we might turn it into a 6, 7 or 8 important shots. Post your comments in the box below. Love to hear your thoughts. We'll get back to as many of you guys as quickly as possibly can as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the videos, give it a thumbs up. That shows us that you're enjoying the content that we're producing. Don't forget to hop over to the Golf Monthly website as well for all the great information and videos on there. Again, it's all designed to help you guys enjoy this game much more and play better golf. Thanks for watching.